Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome for the very first time. I am Kiersten. I do post videos weekly on all things beauty, and I would love to have you stick around, so be sure and hit that subscribe button. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started for today's video. On today's video, I have been wanting to do this for so long. I purchased this foundation way back in December and have yet to give it the go. It is, drum roll, the Burt'S Goodness Glows Liquid Makeup. I have had this guy, like I said, since December, and I have not used it because I did want to do a first impressions and kind of my thoughts and opinions on it on camera for the very first time for you all to see. So today, that's what we're gonna do. Now, I have already done my eyebrows and my eye makeup, and my face is primed, set, ready to go. So we are just gonna jump on in with foundation, and I am gonna use the Real Technique Beauty Sponge today. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get started because, well, we don't have anything else to do. So I am just going to take 2 pumps of that to start with, and I'm gonna start on the lower part of my face and then just kind of work my way up. And we are going to see how it goes. Okay. Ooh, I picked a light shade. And at the end, I will pull this foundation up online and I will see what all it says about it. And we will kind of see if it's stuck up to the standards of everything that it claimed to do. I'm just going to take another pump and a half of that and then just kind of lightly work it through everywhere else. So far from back here, I am about 12 inches or so away from my mirror that's sitting right here. And in the mirror, it has really good lighting. From back here, it looks good, but up close, sometimes it is a totally different ball game. Okay, I put way too much there. I literally look like a ghost. I do. And really try to work that in again. And by the way, I have super extremely dry skin. And this foundation makes me look like a grease bucket. So I'm really going to have to set my face if I want this to look like natural skin. Okay, so it's all blended out now. I'm going to bring my mirror just a little bit closer and kind of see the up close details as to what I do and don't like about it. Okay, the forehead looks really nice. The forehead blended. Maybe I didn't need as much foundation down here. Maybe that was the problem because I didn't put as much up here. Down here, it honestly just looks like it's all setting on the skin. It does not look like it's soaking in and just becoming another layer of skin. It looks like it is just sitting on top and like it could move if anything touches it. And that's what I'm afraid of. So I am going to do concealer, setting powder, bronzer, blush, and highlight over top of it to give it that full true aspect, to see how it holds up with other products on the skin, and to see if it is kind of a lone wolf, if it only works by itself or if it can handle other products. And we are just going to see what it does. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump on in with concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. Ooh, it feels thick on my lips. It doesn't smell bad. It does not have a bad smell at all. That is a big plus, especially for something that's going to be all over your face and you're going to be smelling all day. But I am just going to do the rest of my face makeup like I normally would with any other foundation. I'm not going to cut it any slack or take any of that into consideration. I am just going to apply it like I normally would. I'm going to need a lot of bronzer because I look dead. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. 100 translucent powder is my shade. This little guy right here. I typically would do my loose setting powder, but with this one, where I feel like a grease bucket, I feel like I'm going to need something that is a little bit more intense. Now, typically, I do not set all the way under my eye like this, but with this one, I need to. And when I read about it, I will see if it is for dry skin specifically, or what it exactly claims to be, because I'm pretty darn dry, and I feel like this guy is intensely moisturizing. Now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Mine is in the shade Light Medium Matte. Just going to take this brush right here. This one is the It brush for Ulta. The It brushes for Ulta. The Airbrush Powder is what it is. I really like to use this one for my bronzer because it does kind of have that tapered end. And I like the way that it glides on the face. Got all them hairs. Got all them hairs. And I'm just going to hit right through here on the forehead, and then just a little bit under the chin so we can camouflage my double chin. Looks like I've been kissing ass. The reason I like to do that is because when I go on with my lipstick, it enhances the darkness around the lips and it makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Not like you've been kissing ass. That was a joke. Anyway, let's go in with some blush. Just going to use a flat top brush. Anything that is nice and big and fluffy like that will work. It doesn't have to be that exact same kind. I switch it up as to what type of brushes I use all the time. I never use the same one over and over and over. I like to switch it up, and I have a lot of different techniques. And actually, stay tuned, because I am going to have a video soon. Don't know how soon, but pretty soon. I'm actually going to film it today, but I don't know when it's going to go live on YouTube. And it's going to be all different types of brushes and what they're good for. It's a really great tip for beginners if you don't know what brushes to buy, or if you have brushes and you don't know how to use them properly. I am going to have just a talk through video on all different kinds of brushes and basically how they work, you know, what you need to use them for, and different things that you can multitask with them. So definitely look out for that one, because it is going to be a really good video. It'll be very informative, and I'm so excited to film it. But like I said, I am filming it today, but it's not going to go live for another few weeks, so keep on the lookout for that. Going in with my Milani blush. Mine is in the shade Tea Rose. Love this one so much. It is so, 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 so beautiful. And I really think it's going to go pretty with that eye look that we have done. It's going to kind of lightly sweep back on those cheeks. Okay, next is time for some highlighter. I'm just going to go in with some Tarte Pro Glow in this palette right here, with my Real Technique sponge here. Going in with the shade Strobe, which is the lightest one in the palette, and I'm just going to kind of hit on the upper parts of my cheekbone. I'm lightly going to bring it down through that blush just to kind of blend it a little bit better. And then I'm going to hit it on my nose, upper lip, and chin. Now I'm just going to set my face with the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray here. Alright, so I just popped on a lip. I did just a shiny kind of pink metallic lip over top of this. And to be honest, I'm a little more impressed with the outcome than I thought that I was going to be. It has set into the skin a little bit more paired with those other products. And really having to set my whole face is something that I never have to do with any foundation. So doing it with this one was a little bit different. But I love the way that it looked. It came out really pretty, and it looks so, so elegant on the skin. It has just this beautiful just finish, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Based on the foundation alone, if I would have just stopped at the foundation and just left with that and said, nope, I don't like it, that would have been the case. I did not like the way that the foundation went on. It did not apply nicely at all. But I toughed through and I went on with some other products. I was really afraid that they weren't going to set nicely together. I was afraid that it was just going to separate on the skin and really just not work out for me. But it all worked out, and it did. And I do really like the outcome of the product. And it was so much fun to do, and I'm so glad I did. And it was so worth the wait to be able to do it on camera for you all and let you all see my thoughts and my opinions on the foundation. So yes, it was definitely worth it. Now I'm going to pull up online and see what this foundation claims to do. Okay, Goodness Glows Full Coverage Liquid Makeup. Glowing skin is always in, it says. Mine was in the shade Porcelain, I do believe. I think I got the lightest shade. No, mine is 1010 Ivory. So mine is the second to lightest shade, and mine was very, very light, as you all seen. So the lightest shade, oh Lord. Yeah. 98.9% natural, or 98.9% natural full coverage liquid makeup, evens and smooths skin for a radiant, natural looking finish. Made with responsibly sourced meadow foam seed oil, known for its moisturizing benefits. That is true. It was extremely moisturizing, even so much to the point that they could have cut down a little bit. It gives you beautiful results inside and out. This foundation does retail here $17. $17 is what it is. I think I paid $15 for mine. I bought mine at Walmart. But like I said, it was back in December when I did purchase it. So prices could have went up on it. I'm not really sure. It comes in 12 luminous shades, full coverage shades that match every variety of skin tones. Never looks heavy, cakey, or greasy. That is a lie. It looked heavy, it was cakey, and it was greasy. But when I do it with the rest of makeup and I have to really set it down, it looks 1,000 times better. But the foundation alone applied to the skin looked insanely greasy. And it says shake well before using, apply using fingers or your favorite application tool. And then of course it tells you to remove with the Burt'S cleansing wipe remover, of course, but you don't have to. Benefits and claims, let's see here. Formulated without parabens, SLS, petroleum or synthetic fragrances, dermatologist tested, not tested on animals. That's good for a lot of people who that is a determining factor whether or not they purchase that brand of makeup. That is a good thing to know. So basically it's telling me it's full coverage, it has moisturizing, and it's good for all skin types, and it's never cakey, heavy, or greasy. Full coverage, I will go ahead and agree with. I did a total of about it was like 3.5 pumps is what I did for all over my face. My face is definitely full coverage right now. It does feel a little heavy, but not as bad. The more it soaks in, the lighter weight it's kind of gotten, but when it first applied, it was cakey, it was greasy, so that is definitely not the case. But yes, very moisturizing. I would not recommend this for oily skin types whatsoever. You would have to have a crap ton of setting powder or something just to really get it to tone down, because on my dry skin, it was a grease bucket. And I had to use this that I use only on my eyes and sometimes right in here. I had to use this all over my face just to get it to tone down. But other than that, I really did like the way that it applied, and I like the way that it looks right now on the skin. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Now I will go ahead and tell you this foundation will be in a part of my Wear Test Wednesdays, which is every other Wednesday at 10 a.m. First one launched at 10 a.m. on February 28th. It was a Wednesday, of course. This one, I'm not really sure when I'm going to do it, but keep watch out for that. Every other Wednesday, you will see a foundation wear test all throughout the day with multiple check-ins on how that foundation worked, using some of my typical everyday products, sometimes switching it up, sometimes not. So definitely look out for that one. That is the reason I'm not wearing it all day today, because I just wanted this one to be simple and first impressions, but it will be in one of those videos, so definitely look out for that. And also, if you all want to know how to get this eye look right here, then absolutely keep a lookout for my very next video that will go live, because it is going to be on this look right here, this exact same one. And it is how to blend your eyeshadow like a pro, and it is for beginners or anybody who is really just needing to know how to blend eyeshadow. And I am using my absolute favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, so you don't want to miss it. Now, if you all enjoyed this video, don't forget, give it a huge thumbs up, and thank you all so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will leave a link right over here for you all to click on, and I will catch you all next time. Bye, guys.